Sinco. Sinco has the same cross-legged sit as the seat, shin pads, leg straps. I put grab loops on it for tying on the roof just because it's a little wide for stuffing into a car if there's other stuff in the car. But I've never used them. I don't really care for them that much, but they were pretty quick and easy. Try to do all of these as quick and easy as possible, just as to prove that concept. Alright, I'm gonna have to get on. Oh, and the curves they were all simple sine waves. So, and they match. They were actually cut and sanded all, maybe 4 at a time, but all together to try to maintain a symmetry of the sine waves. So the format is very similar to Loon, just different curves. I love the idea of 4 ends to the boat, or 3 rather than 2. It's a variation on the 4-ender using sine waves. Sinco, cross-legged. But now we have cam buckles. Easier to tighten down the cam buckles, but of course they can be a little harder to undo, just in case you don't want to have a blocker at the end of the webbing on a cam buckle so that it can come all the way apart. Alright, got the pads in place. Crank it down. This is 1.5 or maybe just 1 inch tubular webbing, so it's softer, but it's not nearly as comfortable as 2 inch. And I don't know why. Oh, because the cam buckles are so big on the 2 inch. And I thought, try out this 1 inch webbing, see if maybe it's acceptable, but I don't really think it is. So then we covered the 1 inch webbing with some cool little type foam, and then some 2 inch webbing, still aggressive against the shin bones and skin. So pads, this is life jacket padding behind ripped up polyester, and then finally I'm wearing neoprene with a 1/4 inch thick layer of rubbery mini cell. It's like a neoprene based mini cell. Yeah. Here we go, we'll just roll on in. Make sure we're tight. Yep. Now, rolling on this is all just sculling, basically. Do whatever you can. So I haven't been on this long enough to have like a glossy magazine technique. So I just do what I can. Alright, so spin. Kind of cool that even though it's got 4 ends, it's like a ceiling fan. No big deal spinning it. But then if you try to paddle forward, even while keeping it flat, you just gotta hope there's a good eddy service. Because now I've got not only my shins and thighs smacking into the water in front of me, but the 2 angled insides of the 2 front bow sections also smashing without dividing water very well. So not great for paddling upstream. Alright, we did a spin, we did forward back, we can do a roll and another roll and then some flips. Alright, nice and easy. Alright. Luckily with Sinco and Loon, they don't want to keep rolling over. That's a nice feature. But you've seen that they both want to kind of come into your face, and then you have to do this big scoop to get it under. And that's common. We've seen that. Alright, other side probably won't look as good. The fake edge. And then of course I could do screw ups, but I'm not in that kind of shape to mess with it at this time of night. I'm trying to go fast. Forward slip. So yeah, that's pretty fun. But the idea with the 4-prong sine wave edging is really for spinning more than, you saw how there's a lot of drag trying to flip it. So I won't even bother with the rear flip. But getting them to spin in a vortex is pretty cool. We haven't spent you spend a lot of time in the eddy line like this because you're exhausted. But oh wait, let's get this flat and then no life jacket. Okay, chin deep again. But let's see, let's do a cartwheel. That's what this thing's for. Kind of a strange cartwheel, but you can get your back into it. Alright. I should demonstrate getting out off the board from underneath, but I don't want to get real exhausted and I'm getting there. So, strap. If one, let's say one does come out, which it would, then you don't have to undo the second one. So it's not like you're in trouble with one loose and one tight. That's actually that's a feature. How you'll get off.